So tonight I watched Allison Anders' Things Behind the Sun. I meant to watch comedy tonight. I was in the mood for comedy, but I saw this was on Netflix, and I was like, ooh. And so I watched it, and it is so not a comedy. It's a very weighty look at the repercussions of sexual assault, and it's very detailed in its exploration of living with that happening to you, and it comes from a very personal place, I believe, for Allison Anders as a rape survivor, and I believe her grandmother was also a rape survivor. So there's a lot of personal feeling in this film, and you can tell. It also, if you watch all the way through the credits, she credits several books that were helpful, as well as some women that she talked to who were also survivors. So this is a very well researched film. There's also a great little moment in the end credits where she thanks the woman whose fridge that Don Cheadle apparently dented in one very emotional scene. I thought that was a nice touch. So this is a great cast. It stars Kim Dickens, who, if you saw Gone Girl, you were probably very much impressed by her performance. She was the detective. Gabriel Mann, who is on Revenge, except her Revenge just got canceled, so I think tonight's the finale, actually. Don Cheadle, everyone's favorite. Elizabeth Pena for a second. Rosanna Arquette. I feel like there's... Oh, and Patsy Kensit, who, among other things, is one of Liam Gallagher's wives, but not the one who... Because he was not married to the one who had the baby... Who also has a baby with Pete Doherty and is, I think, the strangest baby mama ever. But that's neither here nor there. Patsy Kensit is also in Lethal Weapon 2, and she's really good. So I don't really want to talk about the plot because it's one of those films that's sort of pieced in pieces, and you get little bits of everything that happened throughout. And so if you you can't really talk about up to a certain point and then not without spoiling. And I don't want to spoil because this was a really heartfelt, hard-hitting sort of film. The score is by Sonic Youth. So I guess the two-sentence plot is that Kim Dickens is a rock star who wrote a hit song about dealing with the feelings of being a sexual assault survivor. Gabriel Mann is a journalist who, after seeing a picture of her on a CD, and her name, realizes that he knows her and knows something about her assault. Don Cheadle is her manager who loves her unconditionally and gives a really great speech about just the whole situation that they all find themselves in. And I'm not going to say any more because that would give away how beautiful this film is. It's filmed mostly in Florida, and you can really tell it's so beautiful with the pinks and the palm trees and at one point some flamingos, lawn flamingos, very important. I believe this film played several festivals and was nominated for a handful of Independent Spirit Awards, including Best Picture and Best Female Lead, and Best Supporting Male with Don Cheadle. But then it never got released theatrically, and it was aired on Showtime. So then Don Cheadle also got an Emmy nomination. I don't know how often that happens with movies where... Sorry, I had to make sure the cat wasn't destroying anything. I just wonder how often that happens with movies where it'll get... Because the Independent Spirits, I guess, nominate off of festival releases, and so, you could be... I know that happens with documentaries sometimes where they'll play for a week in LA for awards consideration and then wind up in, HBO or something. Yeah, this is a tough one. I definitely think it's an important film, but it's also it was a really tough film to watch. My kitten can't sit through movies, so she did not watch it. She also can't sit in videos. She's running her amok, scratching something right now. Got to teach her to watch movies. So this is on Netflix. It's not a very good copy on Netflix. It's very grainy. It looks like a digitized VHS copy that's now streaming, and so it's really not good. Or like 360, you know, not HD. What's it called? You know, you have the different settings on YouTube. It's like at 360. It's like really grainy and fuzzy, which is a shame. This movie's from like 2001. It shouldn't be that fuzzy. But then there's a bunch of movies from the early 2000s that are on like Stars and some of those other channels that are also like that shitty. And at least it's in the right aspect ratio. At least Netflix generally is good about aspect ratio. But yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. Watch it when you're in the mood for something really tough.